Hey cousin, it's your favorite cousin Can here at the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to determine if a man really wants you, all right? Now, I know that a lot of the women that I'm talking to, you are spiritual women, and I'm here to let you know that when it comes to dating and it comes to our emotions and the things that we feel, listen, it gets tricky. It gets very tricky because a man is going to show you if he really wants to be with you. But a lot of women, especially spiritual women, we are empathic, okay? We're very empathic. So we can pick up on how a person feels, okay? We can pick up on how a man feels. But it doesn't mean that that is in alignment with what he's going to do. All right. So you can pick up on his energy and tell that he likes you. He may be giving you signs. He may be doing all this other stuff. Even some of these men who are spiritualists too, they may be pulling on your energy in the spiritual realm. We ain't gonna get into that. You block their number, okay? What's that number we used to use back in the day to block people number? Star 60, star 67, or star 69? I think it was star 69 that, excuse me, block him, okay? Because spiritual men, they can connect to your energy in the spirit realm, okay? And get you feeling things that you really don't feel. So just be mindful of that. Be very mindful of the spiritual men. They are tricky and ain't nobody got time for none of them games. So anyway, let's go back to the physical realm. Now, if a man really wants to be with you, you're going to know it, okay? He's going to show you. He's going to be calling you all the time. He's going to be texting you. He's going to be setting up dates. He want to take you here. He want to go there. You know how it is when you first meet a person in the beginning. They always want to be around you. That doesn't end when you get into a relationship. When you get into a relationship and he really wants to be with you, baby, he want to be up underneath you all the time. That's how you know he wants you. He does want to be with you. Now, this is what I'll say. You have to have your own limitation, all right? Because a man can want to be with you and he can want to be around you, up underneath you, calling you, texting you, taking you on dates, taking you here and there, flying you this and there and all over the place. But if you are looking for marriage, if you want to be married, then as a woman, you have to set the date to where you're like, look, we gonna play this dating game to see if we're compatible, to see if we're gonna be together for a certain period of time. But after this time, it's over. And I think that this is where women are going wrong. A lot of us women, first of all, we're giving men way too much in the dating phase. They are getting children in the dating phase, and they shouldn't be getting all of that. You have to have standards for yourself. You have to be able to set those boundaries around yourself to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm not going to do. If a man is not giving you what you want, then stop giving the man so much. As women, we give way too much to the man, and then we're upset with the man because we want the man to do something that he's not doing. He doesn't have to. He does not have to. Because if you open up yourself, you open up your life, you open up your home, you open up your heart, you open up everything to this man, and he's not even married to you, he's not committed to you. If he runs off and decides that he want to be with Tamika tomorrow, he has the right to do that. He can do that. So as women, we have to learn how to draw it back a little bit, draw it back and pay attention to the man that you're dealing with, because he's going to show you who he is. He may not tell you who he is. He may try to paint this picture of who he wants you to believe that he is. But it is the woman's responsibility to be intuitive and to use discernment and to know who you're really dealing with. And I'll just give you this truth, okay? When we're spiritually disconnected from the source, we don't have the discernment to be able to determine who we're dealing with. So a lot of times when we're out here dating men, and really we don't have any protection in the spirit or the physical. We have no protection. We're just out here dating men. We're out here being with men. We're having these little handshake agreements with these men. And then when they decide that they want to run off and go do something else, then we don't have a contract with them. Let me tell you something. Contracts are very real. All right. Don't let no man or nobody on this planet tell you that contracts don't mean nothing, because they do. We have contracts in the spirit realm before we even came here. We have contracts on our life. We have contracts in the physical. And a contract between a woman and a man, it is very important. And the reason why contracts are important is because you put your word on it. This is like your oath. Even the Most High, the Spirit of all, in any religious text you can find that the Most High had oaths with people, took an oath or a promise or a vow to do certain things. And that means something. So if a man is trying to convince you, which this is society now, okay? The world is trying to convince us that, oh, marriage is just a piece of paper. It's just a contract. No, marriage is very important, because this man is not only saying to you, but he is also saying to the Spirit of all, the Creator, that he's going to take care of you. And he's going to be there for you. See, a lot of these men are afraid of commitment, but they want you to be committed to them. Baby, let's go ahead and dead that today, because you know your favorite cousin Ken. I'm going to tell you the truth. If he's not signing this contract with you, saying that he's going to commit to you, then you don't have to commit to him. And that's the truth. Now, grandma and them used to teach us this back in the day. But see, nowadays, we don't have grandma to teach us this. We don't have grandma to teach us how to be a woman. Like we used to have, grandma used to sit us down, teach us how to be a woman, teach us how to dress, help us put our little corsets on, get our stomachs tight, and how to do our makeup and our hair and all that. We used to have guidance like that. But see, grandma's gone. But it's okay, because the spirit of grandma is here today. Boom. We're not playing with these men no more, okay? You have to get it in writing. These men will sign a contract for anything that they want. I promise you, in this physical realm. If they want a house, they're going to sign that contract. If they want a car, they want a business, they want anything that they want, they're going to sign the contract. But when it comes to the woman, it's like, yeah, that contract, that don't really mean nothing. Why we got to do all that? Why come I can't just promise you that I'm going to be with you? Baby, no, because we need a contract, because this is what it does. It protects you as a woman. A wife is protected in a way that a girlfriend and a baby mama will never be protected. If a man decides that he wants to divorce his wife, he has to pay for that. So he thinks twice about divorcing his wife, because he knows that if I divorce my wife, this is going to come with some, okay? It's going to come with something. Now, a lot of women, all right, baby mamas out there, you say, yeah, okay, he going to pay if he going to take care of this baby. I'm going to be over there busting the windows out of his car. He going to pay one way or the other. Okay, all right. Look, your cousin Ken was that one too. I didn't been there. Okay, anyway, let's keep on going. Now, he's going to show you if he want to be with you, and he's going to want to marry you. Men who want their wife, when they meet their wife, there are so many men that meet their wife and say, I know this is my wife. Baby, we want to get married tomorrow. That's how they feel, because men, they know what they want. They really do. They really do. And when it comes to a woman, they know if they want you. They don't have to take 2, 3, 4 years to figure it out. And this is why I always tell men, like when I talk to men, if you have to guess, if you don't know if this woman is the woman for you, then she's not the one for you. Because the woman who shows up with everything that you need, you're going to lock her down so fast, because you're not going to want somebody else to get her, because you know she got everything that you need. Okay? A man knows his wife. He's connected to the spirit in a way that we're not connected to the spirit, and we're connected to the spirit in a way that he is not. So men have instinct for a reason. And they know when they have a woman that's valuable in their life, and they know that they don't want to let her go. So if a man just want to play games, he just want to take you on dates, he want to buy you stuff, he want to finesse you, he want to dress you, buy your clothes, take you here and there, take you to London, Italy, Istanbul, or wherever it is y'all want to go, okay, Jamaica, I don't care where you go, okay? He's just trying to buy his time, okay? And he may not even know he's doing that, okay? He may not even know, but I'm going to tell you, that's exactly what he's doing. All he's trying to do is get you to focus on all of this glittery, beautiful stuff, but he haven't signed the contract yet to say, I'm only going to be with you. We are going to be partners. When you sign a marriage contract, you are agreeing to a partnership. This is a JV. This is a joint venture, which means that if you go outside of this contract, that's a problem, okay? Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It's very important. Now, it's not to say that a man can't get married, because we just seen Offset do it with Cardi B. A man can get married knowing that he's still going to cheat, knowing that he's not going to be faithful. That's a dangerous man, because not only is he playing with you, but he's playing with spirit. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's why I be telling women, don't trip. If a man decided that he was going to marry you, and he decides he's going to go out and sleep with other women, and he ain't going to fulfill his contract, baby, them boys is coming for him. Period. In the spirit. They coming for him. He will not rest. He will not rest. He will not live one day of fulfillment because of what he did. Period. That's it. That's why you have to take it slow. Because for me, marriage is a one-time thing. Even in my last relationship, people wonder why I was with him for so long, because we had children together. But listen, I knew that I was not going to marry him. I knew I was not going to marry him. I just knew it. Women, you know. Just like I said, men know. They know when they know their wife. They know when she's not the one. I just knew it. I knew there was somebody else, because when you get married, that's a one-time deal. You get one time for me. Okay? That's why I feel like if you know that you're dealing with a man, he's playing games, you don't know how he feel about you, he's not doing this, he ain't doing that, he don't have this, he don't have that. Listen, do you want to really marry him? Because there's a lot of women that will decide to marry a man knowing that he doesn't have what she wants, knowing that he is not who she needs him to be in her life, and then get mad at the man for being who he is. Listen, just because a man signs the dotted line don't mean that he's going to fulfill the contract. It's just what it is. Now, there's consequences for that, just like for women too. Women decide that they want to be married and they want to sign that contract, but they want to go cheat on their husband and they want to do all this other type of stuff. Baby, there's consequences for that. Okay? Because you're locked in. You're locked in. These oaths that we take before the Creator, the Most High, that is lifelong. It's a lifelong commitment. That's why you have to take your time. And if you feel like you're not ready to be married, then dating and having sex and doing all the stuff that people are doing right now, all they doing is going round and around in circles, round and around with these men going round and around with women. They feel like they can't find nobody. Ain't nobody out here. And it's not that. It's not that there's nobody qualified. There are plenty of people that are qualified. But the people that are qualified for a marriage are not getting ready to be with somebody that's out here running around dating and having the sex. It ain't working like that, because you're not a vibrational match. So women who want to be married to a man, if the woman is still out here dating and having sex, then the man that is saving himself for his wife is not going to be with you. He's not going to, you're not even going to attract that type of man, because I believe that there are men out here that are waiting for their wife. Just like there are women out here that are waiting for their man. A lot of women, we feel like we're the only ones that are being celibate, or we are the only ones that are abstaining and healing. No, there are men out here doing the same thing. You may not know them, but you don't know every person on the planet. But there are men that are out here and they are serious about their connection to spirit. They are not out here having sex. There are many men who decided, I'm not having sex until I'm married to my wife. And I'm hearing them online. Some of y'all might be coming across them too. So as long as you're working on yourself and getting yourself together, then you're going to attract the man. You're going to attract the partner. But the thing is, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. You have to know what your purpose is. You got to connect to spirit for that. And if you don't know who you are and what you came here to do, then being in a relationship is just going to distract you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to spiritual women, okay? We're on a spiritual path, meaning that we put our connection to the Creator above all, above everything. Our spiritual connection comes first. Whether you're doing it right now or you're going to be doing it in the future, you are the women that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to women that feel like, I could date and be with whoever want to date and be with me. I ain't talking to y'all, okay? So, it might even be a little bit offensive, because when I start talking about marriage and how important marriage is, to our creator and our connection to source, when I start talking like that, the people who want to do whatever they want to do, they have an issue with it. They feel like that's the old way of being. But I promise you, if they keep on living, our grandma said, keep living. If they keep on living, they're going to see why it's important to be married, okay? There is no protection from spirit in your hook up situationship. There's no protection in that. None. Them boys can come for you. They can come for your girl anytime. A lot of times we thinking about, another woman coming for our man, or another man coming for our woman, or something like that. No. When you're not married and you're not in this covenant with spirit, your partner in the spirit, listen, I'm talking about the boys in the spiritual realm. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the boys, okay? I'm talking about them dark forces. They could come for your partner. They will come for your partner. And when your partner switch up one day you could trust, the next day you can't trust them. Just know it's them boys that came for your partner, because there's no protection. You have no protection. So be easy with that. When you decide to date a person and you decide to have sex with a person, all that type of stuff, just, be mindful that if you're not married to this person, then the Most High does not have to protect what y'all doing. Anything can happen. Anything can be transmitted throughout this relationship, and it's going to be destroyed eventually. That's just what happens, okay? People having these long-term commitments, but they're just settling in the commitment. They committed to each other, but they're not married to each other. They're not putting the Most High in the relationship. When you get married, you're putting spirit in the relationship. When you decide that you want to just be with this person want to be with you, and y'all don't have to sign no contracts, and y'all don't have to do this and that before the Most High, y'all don't have to do it the way Spirit's saying to do it. Okay, do it like that if you want to, but see how long it lasts. See if it's going to satisfy you. Okay, that's the main thing. It's not going to satisfy you. You'll never be fulfilled like that. So a lot of times women, we're in a relationship with these men. We wonder why is this man not satisfying me? He's not your husband. Okay, he's not your husband, and he doesn't have to satisfy you. He can do whatever he wants to do. And men too, they feel like, this woman I'm with, she's beautiful, she's this and that, but she doesn't satisfy me. She's not your wife. And so what we do? Well, let me marry him then. Because I don't mean laugh. This is funny, okay? Let me marry him. Or let me marry her. Maybe it'll get better if we get married. But you knew before you got with that person that person wasn't satisfying you. You already knew it. You knew it. And that was the first red flag. So you think they're going to change because you marry them. It doesn't work like that. Your divine partner, you're going to know that this is your partner. You're going to know it. There will be no question. There will be no doubt. He will know it's you, and you will know it's him. You will have been prepared by the Spirit. You will have healed, and he will be prepared, and he will heal. And the two will become one. That's what we're getting back to. I don't care what everybody doing in these clubs. I don't care about no hookup culture. I don't care about none of that you see, okay? I don't care about what nobody's saying. I don't care if they say that marriage is an old thing, it's outdated. I don't care about none of that. I'm telling you what Spirit has told me to tell you. Marriage is sacred, and it will always be a sacred bond between a man, a woman, and the Spirit. God, source, call it whatever you want. The Creator. The two people become one, but you become one with the Spirit. And the only way that two people can come together and learn how to live together, you first have to heal. You have to heal yourself. You have to connect to the Spirit yourself before you get into the relationship with the person. Because if you get into a relationship with a person and you're not healed and they're not healed, then all you're doing is trauma bonding, and it's just a bunch of drama. That's all it is. It's all it is. Or it's one person controlling the other. Because a lot of marriages are that, okay? They are. They are controlling. The man is controlling the woman. He said, oh no, she got the freedom to do whatever she want to do. As long as she's in that house and she's always there at his beck and call, then he's good with that. But whenever she decides that, you know what, I'm getting ready to fulfill my life purpose, I'm getting ready to focus on myself, I'm getting ready to heal myself, things are going to change. And then he's going to be like, oh, heck no. I don't know this woman. Because when you start healing, baby, you get unapologetic about it. You do. That's why I say you heal yourself first. And that's why Spirit is guiding us to heal first. Because you transform and you change. Remember, we have these cycles in life. So you keep changing, you keep evolving. And if you're in a relationship with a person, then now you have to change and evolve in front of this person. So you may start off being one way and you'll change and become somebody totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, it's best to just heal ourselves and work on ourselves. And your divine partner, you will know him. He will know you. And he's not going to play games with you. It ain't going to be none of those games and all of that, because he knows that it's not just about you and him being together and having this cute marriage or whatever. It's about what you two are going to do together, your purpose together. Divine partnerships are very purposeful. You have a purpose, and it's greater than just you, because you two becoming one makes you a very, very powerful, powerful, powerful entity. All right? So when two people become one, now you two are combining forces together to do something massive on the planet. I'm talking to the spiritual women out there. You are already powerful on your own. But you're going to combine with a man, and you're going to be even more powerful when you are married. But it takes time to heal. It takes time to work on yourself. It takes time. When you're connecting with Spirit and you're doing this work on yourself, don't even try to rush it. Don't even worry about it. And in fact, Spirit will take the whole taste out of your mouth, baby. You won't even have the desire to date. Spirit will take that desire from you. A lot of women feel like it's them that don't want to date. No, that's Spirit that is taking that desire from you. Remember, Spirit is very powerful. The Most High, the creator of all, can also change how we feel. So if you have a great purpose in your life, and let's say you were boy crazy, you always think about men all the time, then Spirit will guide you to start focusing on yourself, and you won't even have the desire. One day you will just stop wanting to date. But that's when Spirit moves in, because you have a great purpose and you need to get in alignment. So a lot of women, we are being guided from within. This is Spirit that is guiding us to focus on ourselves, because we need to be in the right headspace to even be a wife. A lot of women think that just because they're women, they are wives. No, that is a role, that is a duty and an obligation. It's not just about being beautiful or being pretty. You got work to do as a wife. And depending on the type of man that you marry, baby, it can be very hard being married to a man who has a great purpose. And if you're not healed and you're not prepared for this type of man, then all that jealousy and all that stuff and all that is going to come up in your marriage, and it's going to destroy it. So all of that stuff has to be healed. Not only the jealousy. Women, a lot of times we have a lot of hurt that we're holding on to. So the man is trying to do his purpose work. He don't have time to heal you from your daddy issues. That's something that you should have already have worked out before you even met the man. And that's what we're working through right now. We're working through all those things. And not just women, men too. Men are working through their thing too. Now, a lot of these men got them a little woman on the side. We ain't gonna talk about that. Okay? Because they trying to do their healing, but they also trying to hold on to the woman too. Which means they got one foot with Spirit and they got one foot in the world's way of doing things. And that's the reason why a lot of them get sniped. Okay? They get taken out the game. They're supposed to be leaders. They're supposed to be doing this powerful work and doing these things and creating these movements. And they're supposed to be changing the world. Meanwhile, they cannot control their lower nature. They don't know how to stop being with women. They don't know how to be with one woman. Because a lot of men will say, oh, they could be with more than one woman. That's how a man is supposed to be. Okay. Keep doing that. Keep living like that and see how it's going to work out for you. A man being married to a woman is what gives him that balance that he needs. It's also what helps him with being disciplined. That's what marriage is about. When a man does not have a wife, then he can be with whoever he wants to be with. But when he has a wife, then that's what gives him those boundaries to say, you know what, I could be with whatever woman I want to be with, but I'm married. So that anchors him. And then he thinks about what he's doing with his wife, his purpose with his wife. He thinks about his family. He thinks about their foundation. He thinks about everything that they are accumulating together. And before he decides to go out there and be with Tamika, he's going to think twice about that, because he knows it's not just about him being married to somebody that's cute. Him being married and doing it just because it's the right thing to do. He knows that his purpose is connected to his partner. These are divine partnerships that are coming together. And women, if you're being guided to be by yourself, it won't always be like this. Baby, you gonna be married. I'm letting you know right now. You can be like, no, I don't want no man. I don't want no man. Let me tell you something. We didn't come down here just to be by ourselves, all right? We have to continue to replenish the earth. We have to do that. Women, we have to do that. And men and women coming together is very important for the collective. That is very important. Women, we cannot do it by ourselves. Men cannot do it by themselves. And we ain't gonna do it while we in these situationships. We do life together, or we live together. We bond together. We work together. We heal together, because there is a certain amount of healing that goes into your relationship too. Because when you come together, you're also going to be healing with your partner. So you do all those things and you commit to each other, okay? Husband and wife committing to each other. And then you move forward in your power. And you do so many great things in the world that you could never do on your own, or you could never do with just a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It's crazy to see how the world has changed and how family is not so important anymore. You know, it's like men, they value their family. I'm talking about their sisters, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Mama, daddy. But in the Bible, it talks about how a man will leave his mom and his dad and his family to be with his wife. But men, they ain't leaving their mama and their daddy. They're not leaving their family behind to be with their partner so they can become one and join forces with their wife. They're not doing that. A lot of men are putting their family before they put their wife, and they feel like that's what they obligated to do. But the Most High said, no, you're supposed to be with your partner. You're not obligated to take care of your family. A lot of men, especially when they become successful, they feel like they have to take care of their whole entire family. Who said that you had to do that? Who said that the man has to do that? And women do it too. Women feel like they are doing the right thing in the eyes of the Most High, the Spirit of all, because we're taking care of our family. No. You're doing the right thing when you're taking care of yourself. Spirit wants you to take care of yourself. What is best for you? Are you taking care of people who are not willing to take care of themselves? Because if you are, then they're going to drain the life out of you. It's going to happen. Oh, it's happening. Are you deciding to be there for people that are not even showing up for their own self? They're calling you all the time. Women, you know, we got this real bad. People calling us all day long for everything that they need, everything that they want. But who do you have to call? Who's there for you? Nobody. But that's why you leave all of these people behind and you get with your partner. Because if you ain't got nobody else in the world, you know that you got your partner. And if he ain't got nobody else in the world, he know that he got you. And y'all rolling, y'all do what y'all gonna do. So women, I know that we've been hurt. And I'm gonna say we, because I didn't have my fair share. Okay? We didn't all been through it. But don't close your heart to love. Just be mindful of how you showing up in relationships. And learn the man that you're with. Get to know who he is before you give him anything. Because a woman just being in a man's life and being a companion and being that voice of reason for him That's enough. That is enough, especially when you're connected to spirit. Because if you're spiritually connected to the source, then you have an insight to give this man that nobody else can give him. He will search through the world and go through all these leaders and teachers and mama and cousin and brother and daddy and everybody trying to get the information that you can give him. One person. Don't sleep on your value. You are very valuable. And you can help a man in ways that he cannot help himself. That's why we were created. Don't forget that. The world will make us feel like we're not valuable. Even some men make us feel like we're not valuable. But we are very valuable. And we have a purpose for being in their life. Because there's a certain favor that a man gets when he takes on a wife. Remember, it's he who finds a wife. He obtains favor from the Most High. Okay? So remember that you are a prize. And if you are not being treated like a prize, then that's because you're not treating yourself like a prize. So men are treating you the same way you treat yourself. No man is going to come into your life and pretty woman you. Okay? He's not going to level you up. He's not. And he's not obligated to do that. A lot of women want men to come in and be their savior. No man is going to come in and save you from yourself, from your hurt, from the things that you've been through. You have to work out your own salvation. You have to work it out on your own. By the time you get with your husband, you should be so healed to the point to where you know who you are, you know what you came here to do, you know for a fact that you are valuable. And if he even tries to overstep you, you're gone the first time. The first time. He should know when he's looking at you that you ain't the one to play with. He can play with Tamika and them and all of that. That's real cute. But he's going to know because you got the presence of spirit within you and around you. You see what I'm saying? When you rolling with spirit, he's going to feel it. He's going to know, oh, this woman is different because you have the power to heal because you've healed. So he needs healing. A lot of men, they need help with their healing. They do. And women, we have the ability to do that. Once we're able to heal ourselves, once we're able to get up out of the darkness ourselves, then we're able to help them. But if we can't help ourselves, then we're only fooling ourselves to think that we're going to fall in love and be in these loving relationships and have somebody to come in and love us past our pain. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And that's the reason why relationships are not coming together. Many people are wanting to be in relationships or even marriage, but they don't want to connect to the source. They don't want to do what spirit is guiding them to do. They don't want to heal. They don't want to be alone. When you have to be by yourself, that's when the healing takes place. If you always got to have somebody around you 24/7, you're never going to get the healing that you need. So women, y'all know, a lot of us are being guided to be by ourselves. And it's dark, but it's okay. You know, feminine energy is dark energy. It really is. So we're able to navigate through this. We're able to get through this. And that's the reason why the lighthouse is here. Because you don't have to go through it by yourself. Okay? You have support. Oh, sidebar, cousin. Listen, if y'all haven't joined us in spiritual alignment class, y'all need to get over to spiritual alignment class, okay? Because we had our first call. Because listen, okay. I just got to share this, okay? Now, for a minute, we have been just, texting in our private group or whatever, building a little community, okay, whatever, through text or whatever, right? So we decided that we was going to do a private call. So we all did a call. You know how you do a three-way call? Well, baby, it wasn't a three-way call. It was a lot of us call, okay? We was all on the call this past week. And when I tell you the energy, oh my God, because I could just cry because I know what spirit is doing. It was just like, I really feel like we are one. Like, it feels like the women at the lighthouse, the women that are connected to the private group, it's just like I found the women that I've always wanted in my life. Oh my God, I ain't gonna cry. Y'all know I'm a thug, okay? But I've been through a lot of betrayal, I've been through a lot. And I have had so many ups and downs with women. for whatever reason, my heart has always been pure. And I've always been there like to help and support women because that's just what I'm here to do. But I haven't always got that in return when it comes to friendships, things like that. But I feel like right now, like I really am a part of a community of women that want the same thing that I want, women that just want to have supportive women in their life. And I feel good about that. So anyway, we have decided to have a group call every month. Okay, so we're going to be linking up every month. Two of our cousins are already up or whatever because they in the same state. And it's like, that's the vision that Spirit gave me for the Lighthouse, okay? The vision that Spirit gave me for the Lighthouse is women just coming together. Like, if you have cousins that are in your state, there's no reason why you should be doing everything on your own. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to take care of your kids on your own. You don't have to do everything on your own. If you got cousins right where you are, then y'all need to link up and help each other out. If I got cousins here in Atlanta with me, then, we need to hook up and help each other out. What can I help you with? What do you need? How can I be there for you? Because a lot of us women, we are leading the family. And it's too much for us, okay? It is. It's too much. It's not our role, first of all. We're not even supposed to be leading. But men, Spirit's working on the men, so, whatever. We're going to put them over there for now. But for right now, while we're taking care of everything, you should not have to take care of everything on your own when you got people that are in the same state as you. They may not be your family members, but these are women that are there to support you in whatever way that they can. And I feel like, it feels like home for me. It finally feels like I am connecting with women that want sincere relationships, And it's hard to find women like that because so many women are hurt and damaged by what they've been through in their life. They're nasty and mean. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the type of woman that just thinks that all women are good women just because they're women. No, there's some nasty, rotten women out here. And I've had to deal with them my whole entire life, and I'm sick of them. For real. I just really am. But to have women that are a part of this community that have pure hearts just like me, I know that I had to do so much work on myself first. That's why I'm thankful for Spirit for guiding me to work on myself, because now I'm attracting women that have the same pure heart that I have and want the same things that I want in life. And I didn't know that I was attracting women that were teaching me my value, okay? That's what it is. And it's the same thing with men in our relationships. We're attracting these relationships and they're teaching us our self-worth and value, but they're doing it in a way where it could be very hurtful. They can betray you, they can lie on you, they can backstab you, they can take from you, they can talk about you, all this other type of stuff, but they're teaching you your value. Are you going to deal with that, or are you going to keep pouring into yourself and keep moving forward and becoming better? Okay? If you know that you got people in your life, I don't care if it's a man, I don't care if it's a friend, I don't care if it's a family member, whoever it is. If they're not in alignment with you and where you're going, are you going to keep connecting to them? Or are you going to choose to be loyal to yourself and keep moving? It's not talk over here. It's all walk. I'm walking it. And I only want to attract women that are doing the same thing. Period. That's it for me. Like I was telling them in our call, it gets dark on the path. It really does. But we're not going to go back and do what we're doing. We're not going to sabotage ourselves. We're not going to go down. We're not going to diminish ourselves. We're not going to run back, because Spirit is testing us and trying us and preparing us for our purpose and our calling. So we're going to do what we need to do over here. Okay? And I'm not saying that because, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that because that's what Spirit is doing. Spirit is changing us inside. Seriously. And if men thought that women were powerful before, a lot of these men talking about, they don't want to be with certain type of women, especially women like me. Y'all too strong. Y'all too this and that. Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing when you see a powerful force full of thousands of women that are all strong. They ain't seen nothing. If they thought women were powerful before, baby, let me tell you what Spirit being ready to do. These men ain't gonna have no choice but to step up. They don't have no choice but to step up, because they ain't gonna have no women left. The women that they're gonna be able to run through is gonna be ran through, okay? They gonna run through them because the women is ran through. But the women that are over here, women that are like me, we are virtuous women. We are powerful and protected. Okay? We bring something to the world that ain't no man getting ready to run through or dog out or treat like it's trash. Never. Never. That's over. Okay, that's dead. So I'm telling you, I was going down at the lighthouse. Okay, if you want to be a part of a community of women that are going to be there to support you, if you are ready to do the work, because not only are you going to be a part of the community, but like I said, Spirit has given me the assignments and all the workbooks and all that stuff to give you, to assist you on your journey to heal, so that you can be the powerful woman that you need to be. Get up off of your back and your knees, okay? Women, whoever you are out there, you are not powerless. I don't care what a man has done to you. I don't care what you've been through in your life. I don't care about none of that, because all those experiences can be over today, right now. Whenever you decide that you are going to start picking yourself up, choosing yourself, and treating yourself in a way that you deserve to be treated. Don't think that other people are going to treat you better. A lot of women, we have not attracted good friendships, but that's because we are not good to ourselves. We're treating our friends better than we treat ourselves. We show up for our friends and do everything for our friends, the women in our life, but when it comes to ourselves, then we can just throw ourselves on the back burner. That's over. That life is over. You gotta be 100% in the new earth. You got to. So that means that if you want a good friend, then you need to be good to yourself first. If you want somebody to be good to you, then you need to be good to yourself first, because you're going to attract that to yourself. That's why I love the spiritual path, because it's not religion. You can't fake it. You can't make it look good. You can't dress it up. You can't spray nothing on it to make it smell good. Either your aura and your energy is going to be what it is, or it's not that. Either your aura and your energy is attracting you beautiful, loving, powerful situations in your life, or it's attracting you a bunch of trash. You're attracting a bunch of trash. And you don't want that. If you want better in your life, then I'm here to tell you, you got to be better. This is not the church. And I always have to say that, because it's not. Because in the church, they're going to teach you that you can depend on the force outside of yourself. But I'm telling you that even the Spirit of all, the Creator, is going to discipline you and require that you get up and do something different in order for things to change in your life. This is the reason why people can go to church and pray, or go wherever they go to pray 1,000 times, but nothing changes in their life. They still are defeated, because they won't go into the darkness and do what needs to be done. As a spiritual woman, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of it, because I had to go through it. And I'm thankful for Spirit for bringing me through. And now that I done came through the dark, I'm here to be the light. That's how this works. You come through your darkness, and then you be the light for somebody else. That's how it works. But you don't have to do it alone. You don't. You have support. And I'm here for you, okay? I'm here for you. All the family here at the Lighthouse, we here for you. And I'm telling you, we going up. We're not waiting on no man. It's cool. We're going to be in relationships, marriages, all that stuff. We gonna have all that. But that does not override our value. We don't put even our marriage above ourselves. Because if we're not taking care of ourselves, how good of a wife can we be? Many wives are depleted in their marriage because they don't take care of themselves. They think that taking care of themselves is grooming and going to get their nails done, their hair done, and going to the mall and buying clothes. That's not healing. That's not taking care of yourself. As a spiritual woman, you got to go into the darkness and do the work of healing yourself and connecting with Spirit in a way that you're not connecting with your husband. You have to have a relationship with the Creator that no man can ever come in between. See, men will always be looking at women. That's just what they do. But women, we have to always keep our connection and our gaze and our focus connected to the source if we really want to be a good woman to a man. Because the man is going to look at us. They are going to look at us. And they're going to look at us for guidance. And a lot of women, they know that men are looking at them, so they just taking their clothes off. They're like, oh, okay, you looking, I'm going to give you something to look at. And then the men get with these women, and it's like, it's not what they want. They don't have what they want. Because a lot of these men need healing. That's really what they need. So we have to give them the space to heal. And if a man comes into your life, then you know that he's qualified to be there because he's in alignment with you. And if he don't come into your life, then that means that he's out of alignment and he's not supposed to be connected to you. He's not going to be able to just drain your energy. He can't do it. Not when you connected to the spirit, because you have that protection. A lot of women out here dating, you don't have a connection to spirit, and the men are draining you, getting you pregnant, taking your life force energy, and running off with it. That's what they're doing with it. That's exactly what they're doing with it. And it ain't their fault. It's not their fault. We have to know our own value. And at the beginning of life, we don't know. Nobody knows. We're all here trying to figure it out. So it's not wrong if you've done that. I've done it. Everybody does it. You know, we all have been sold short or sold ourselves short. But when you know better, like Maya Angelou said, okay, the ancestor, when you know better, you do better. Do the best that you can. That's what she said. But then when you know better, you do better. Don't repeat the same mistake 50,000 times and you're looking outside of yourself saying that you want people to change. You want friends to be better to you. You want a man to be better than you. That ain't how it goes. You be better to yourself. And if that means you got to stand on your own, that's why I said this is not religion, okay? You got to stand on your own on the spiritual path sometimes. There are times on the spiritual path when nobody will be there to hear you scream, cry, or come to your aid. But you go through it because your help is in the spiritual realm, and you have to know that. Your help is in the unseen realm. When you know that for sure, then you can start having relationships. Then you can start connecting with people. Then you can get back into the world. But a lot of us women are being called out of the world so that we can connect to spirit. And don't be afraid. Whatever spirit sends you through, you're not going through it alone. Remember, we have support. You have a lot of support in the spirit realm. All right? Pray. Ask for what you need. Cleanse. Do your spiritual cleansing. Women, it's important. If you're doing your healing work out there, don't forget to take your spiritual baths. It is very important. Cleansing with water will always, forever be powerful. Salt water, herbs, cleanse. Allow that energy to be extracted from you. Because as things are coming up, you want to cleanse them off of you. Okay? Cleanse these things out of your energy and aura for good. Remove them. Write in your journal. Release this stuff. A lot of you know you should get a journal. You keep saying, okay, I'm going to get a journal. I'm going to get a journal. Okay, the reason why you're being guided to get a journal is not because, oh, this is something cute to do, like those little cute books that we used to read back in the day, okay? This ain't that. You need a journal to release. You take it out of your mind and off of your body and onto the pages of paper, and now you can see, okay, this is what's happening. You're able to navigate. But if you're just trying to do everything in your head, in the spiritual realm, that only can take you up so far, and then you will lose your mind. That's what happens. When you see people on a spiritual path, they lose their mind, it's because they're trying to use their mind to ascend. You do not use your mind to ascend. That's dangerous. You don't. You have to connect to a part of you that just is, and it does not think. It doesn't do anything. It just is. And you have to evolve to that level. But in the meantime, you cleanse and you heal. And you release the things from your mind instead of trying to create and manifest. People are manifesting, but it makes no sense to manifest right now if you're in the process of healing, because what you're going to manifest is more than what you can handle. And you can get more than you can handle. You can get really more than you can handle. And you're going to see a lot of people that are manifesting, they're getting all of this abundance, all of it, and they can't handle it. It's just like a lot of celebrities. It's like, dang, they should be happy. They got everything. But they have everything, but they weren't prepared for it. Be thankful that spirit is preparing you. If you've been set aside, if things ain't working out for you the way you want them to be, it's because it's your time to heal. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to get a good look at yourself in that mirror. so you can know who you are, because you've been living for a long time unaware of who you are and your authentic power. And before you take a step into your life purpose, you need to know who you are, and you're going to go through it. But Spirit's going to be there with you, and you will always have support in the spirit and the physical, because you have spirit guides in the physical and you have spirit guides in the spiritual. Okay? You have the angels in the spiritual realm. We have a lot of support in the angelic realm. Okay? But when you need support from somebody like me, I'm going to come along. If you don't need me, you'll never hear my voice. If you don't need support from me, if you don't need nothing I have, you don't need to know me, none of that, you'll never know who I am. But if you know who I am and you're hearing my voice, then there's a reason why you're on my path. There's a reason why. Because you need support. And I'm here to support you. But it's not me. It's the power of spirit that lives through me that has something to offer you. But it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with your life. Focusing on a man and focusing on a relationship is not going to get you where you want to be. It's not. Because it ain't about them. Even in your marriage, you still have to have your own identity. You still have to have your own purpose. You still have to know that regardless if you're married to a man or not, you have a reason for being here. You have to have your own tribe, your own community outside of your husband. It's important, okay? So how to determine that a man wants you? He's going to show you. Simple as that. And if he's not showing up in the physical with something tangible, then you star 69 his butt, okay? Ain't that star 69 we used to use to block their number? Yeah, block him and keep moving, because there is a man that is ready. He's ready to sacrifice it all and roll with you, just like you ready to sacrifice it all and roll with him. And the two will become one. And on that note, I love you. Y'all know I'm always here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.